People do it like ASAP.
Yeah, I know.
People don't be playing.
I hate when people do that shit though, but it is what it is. So I kind of know what happened. Just gotta see how that shit happened.
Yeah.
And we'll see what's up. But I fuck with Powell.
All right, cool. All right, so I meant to tell y'all too when I came in. I was at CVS. Somebody just tried to sell me Adderall.
For real?
At CVS. I was like, bro.
They try to get locked up?
Yeah, he did. He tried to do it on the slide too. He had the pill body, popped it. He's like, hey, bro, I got some Adderall. What's up? I was like, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm good. All right, so, man, let's hop right into it like I usually like to do. So we're going to start off, man, with our favorite hip-hop beef of all time. Or you can say multiple. I'll start off with mine. It was about the same time I fell in love with hip-hop. And it wasn't pretty. But, I mean, it was still beautiful to see, though. And it was probably the worst thrashing I've seen in hip-hop for a long time to come. And that was the 50 Cent versus Ja Rule beef. And, I mean, 50 at the time was just popping. Yeah. Ja Rule was popping too, but Ja Rule was popping on with the Shanti. Yeah, he was popping on that give the ladies hits. I mean, he was still rapping too. But he wasn't
vocalizing. That's what he was getting on that melodic.
Yeah.
Right. So 50 Cent, I mean, just gave the boy thrashing of a lifetime, man. In my opinion.
He did.
And 50 kind of almost set a standard at that time with how you supposed to approach your beefs. He gave 0 fucks.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah. Who was it? Fat Joe.
Yeah.
He came at Jay a little bit.
Yeah, he came at Jay. Jay waved him off.
No, he he responded, but
yeah,
he was like...
Jay was like, well, actually, it was on the How to Rob.
Yeah.
So 50 said something on How to Rob when he was talking to everybody. But it wasn't like starting the beef, but it was just like, you know, in the song. And Jay seen him at the concert. And Jay was like, that's what's up, man. You know, I seen what you did or whatever. That's what's up. He said, but you know, I got to get you right. And Jay went on stage, and Jay said,
I'm about a dollar with the fucking 50 Cent.
Yeah. And he just that's it. Yeah, that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, the crowd probably went wild too.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I think that set the standard. I think for how a lot of people probably approach beefs. The way 50 Cent did. 50 Cent was no holds barred. He was just if 50 Cent was doing what he was doing now, they would have Twitter everybody would have got him out of here. No, for real, like, because he went far. He talked about Ashanti sideburns. Talked about Irv. I mean, he was just going there. Then he brought Eminem with him.
Yeah.
He brought M with him. And then he had Busta Rhymes on that Hail Mary remix.
Yeah, he did.
He was going in. 50 was going in. So what's y'all favorite hip hop beef, man, of all time?
I was gonna go with the standard Biggie Nas, but
you said Biggie Nas?
Not Biggie Nas, the Biggie and Pop.
Jay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna just go with Jay and Nas.
Why?
I just like the bars, to be honest.
Okay, yeah.
The relentless back and forth to go bars. Going like they went the distance, but they knew what was too far and what was past the line. Even though it's probably like some people say it's still slick shots today, but like I was just a fan of the bars, to be honest.
Jay and Nas?
Yeah, Jay and Nas.
Who won that beef?
Ooh, Nas. Ether was probably one of the best diss records ever. One of them.
Yeah.
One of them. Yeah.
I like Jay better, but Ether did.
Yeah, Ether killed him. I was like, Ether killed him. I was just a huge Jay-Z fan when I was a kid, and I remember when Ether came out, I was like mad about that. I was like, there's nothing you could do about it.
They said Hope was crying at Hot 97.
Really?
Well, he was in tears, almost.
Damn.
I think it was Hot 97, I think. I might be mistaken, but I think it was Hot 97. They said he was almost in tears.
I believe it. Ether was crazy. But he came back on
The Takeover?
Nah, not Takeover.
Takeover.
But I mean, he had the other one. Got myself a gun.
Okay.
And he was going. I think that one he started going like too far with it. Like he was talking about his baby mother. Not take over.
In the backseat?
Yeah, he was going. He was going there on that one. He was going there.
What was your favorite hip hop beat?
My favorite hip hop beef. I was going. It's funny. I was gonna go like him and go with that Tupac and Biggie because Tupac was just crazy on that.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick, I picked that Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss. Beanie with him. Beanie with him. Like the first 4 or 5 bars was crazy.
Yeah.
The first 4 or 5 bars was too crazy.
Yeah, people sleep on that.
Who won that?
Yeah. I think Beanie won that.
You think Beanie won?
Yeah.
I thought somebody said something. That was a brick. That was a brick. So,
Yeah.
What was your favorite beat, bro?
I'm gonna pull from a little further back in time with
Okay.
LL Cool J Cannabis.
Ooh.
I remember that. Cannabis was mad. I deserve the right to vent.
Cannabis is like one of the most underrated lyricists ever.
Yeah.
That boy was spitting and just mean with it too.
Yeah.
Mean.
So you think LL won that, or you think Cannabis won?
I mean, but LL, he had that, popularity appeal to it.
Right.
He was more marketable.
Right.
Like even if he did lose, like he still was gonna be LL.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I think Cannabis had that one.
I'm gonna go back and research that a little bit. But I remember seeing it on one of the hip hop beef DVDs.
Yeah.
I remember
It's
watching.
an old one, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shit, I gotta go with Meek and Cassidy.
I was gonna say. I was thinking about that,
That
too.
shit
But
was
I was
hard.
like,
Cassidy?
it's
Yeah.
great. That's top. I was like,
Was that when Meek was first starting off, or when it was?
Nah, that was like middle of his career, basically.
yeah.
Why was they beefing?
Shoot, what was
It
it?
was like battle rap shit.
Yeah, they was coming in heavy with the bars though.
It definitely, because I think Meet Your Pro Source is like, you ain't got no hits, though.
Mm-hmm.
That type of shit.
That's what Meek said.
Yeah. I think it was just, to be honest, I just think it was some Philly shit.
Yeah, I won't be surprised. Everybody wants that throne of the city.
Yeah.
Of the city. Was there any beef that went too far in hip hop that you thought was like, all right, cool, everybody stop,
Nah.
or that you can look back besides the Biggie and Pop?
Besides Biggie and
Hip
Pop.
hop.
East Coast, West Coast.
That went too far.
Yeah.
Didn't wasn't like Eminem and
Oh, Benzino.
not Benzino, but
That was crazy. Beef too though.
didn't one of Eminem's boys die because of some beef?
Proof died, I think. Was that Proof that died? I'm not sure.
Because I remember one song, he was talking about all that, but like he would have went at Suge Knight, but Dre told him not to, and with I guess it was Benzino and beef that kind of got out of hand and whatnot. See, Benzino was talking about his daughter and everything like that, and like I think it was that.
A lot of people. Ja went for M's daughter too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, he went for M's daughter too. I thought M was actually one of the rappers you probably wouldn't want to beef with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As far as when it came to like lyrical,
Yeah.
or I mean just rapping. Period. Just rapping. Period. 50 one of the ones I would want to beef with if I was a rapper, because I feel like 50 could keep going.
Yeah.
Like he want, especially now 50 has social media at his hands. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God, I mean, he didn't have it back in 2002, 2003 time period. Cause
The crazy part is 50 he'll give you one diss track and then do like 50 other different things, like
Right,
find
yeah.
your baby mother, give us some money, start talking crazy about, like he'll just do everything outside of rap that just make you just be on some like, yo, I need to kill this
I'm
nigga.
telling niggas, that's where Tekashi get that shit from, 50 Cent. He took out, whose baby mamas he took out to the store?
Chief Keef, but
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that,
Chief Keef.
that was like one of the baby mamas. You know, Chief Keef was like, whatever. But I get what he was doing though.
He got it from.
Yeah, he got it from 50. I don't think he can beat properly.
Tekashi?
I think he trying.
Who Tekashi?
Yeah,
I don't
Whoa,
even think it's a
nah,
beef. I
he
just
can
think
beef
it's marketing.
properly.
Yeah.
Properly.
I don't even take that nigga serious.
That's
It's
why it's so
I don't
smart.
Think it's beef. I just think it's marketing. It's what
Yep.
sell his shit.
So I mean, Tekashi is just, that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
I mean, but
But I mean, he know what he is. I mean, he admitted to it.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
made
like,
it to it.
He did?
Yeah.
Was it recently?
Yeah, he did on that Angie Martinez interview.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I didn't watch all
What
of
he
that.
said? Hey, I didn't see. What he said?
I mean, he
He's
was,
not rapping. He's not trying to give it all either. He know he can't rap.
I heard like 1 or 2 songs, and I was like, I can't get with this shit,
Yeah.
bro. I
He
couldn't
gonna
do
continue
it.
to do it till one of them flop.
He
So
just
far,
did,
he ain't had nothing to flop yet.
he just did a song with 50.
He did a song with 50.
He just did a song with 50.
Uncle Murder.
Casanova and Uncle Murder.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it dropped. I seen. I didn't even watch it, but I seen it come across my timeline.
He
Yeah,
did
it
a
was
song with
fire.
Nicki too, didn't he?
Yeah, the feature.
Yep.
Yeah,
His
he
verse
did
wasn't hard on the shit with 50, but the song was fire.
Yeah, he did a song with Nicki. I know why Nicki did it. Nicki needed the numbers. For real. Nicki needed the numbers.
That's why she doing this shit with Travis, I feel like.
Yeah, that's like how you. Come on, Nicki. I feel like if you a queen, you should hold yourself to a higher standard.
Facts.
You the queen of hip hop. Like you're supposed. That's not how queens act.
Yeah.
In a sense, but now you're acting like a princess. Honestly, you acting like a princess now. Like you coming at Travis for what? Because he's selling more than you.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, you should be congratulating him. If anything, it'd be different if he came out. He was like, "Man, fuck Nicki," you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's not what he did. And anyway, yeah. All right. So I mean, that's another beef too. But I think Travis and them kind of waving her off a little bit.
Oh yeah, they not gonna get that attention.
Yeah. Cause she came at the baby moms and the daughter too a little bit.
Oh damn,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah. But she came back. She was like, "Oh, you know, I love them and stop lying, Nicki." Like, you know, I wish Kim was kind of in her prime.
What?
When Nicki was, I would have liked to see that.
Yeah.
Because
that'd have been nice.
this what happens, right? When you see so when Nicki came up, people started mentioning Kim.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people kind of blew Kim off because she was older.
Mhm.
It's like, well, we need somebody new. That's basically and then a lot of people just latch on to the new. It's the same thing with the Cardi thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Even though the fans created that beef, in my opinion. The fans created that Cardi versus Nicki beef.
Yeah.
They
was gonna do that.
Yeah. They go pit the top 2 female artists against each other.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But even though I would have liked to see Kim and Nicki in their prime going against each other. And I don't think Nicki shouldn't have came at Cardi.
What do you think about that Remy Ma and Nicki beef? They had a couple. I think Nicki had one diss track, and then Remy had one diss
So
track.
Remy killed her on that.
Oh yeah. That was
The Ether. Sheether. Was it Sheether?
It was Sheetha.
Yeah,
Her
Sheetha.
flow, I couldn't
Yeah.
deal with her flow.
You could? Yeah.
She had bars,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
flow just wasn't
I
on Ether. I was like, if you're gonna try to remake an Ether, your flow gotta be a little bit better.
But this is the thing too with when it comes to like Remy, she's already older, and I think she just got out of prison too.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
So she's still kind of coming back into the game.
Yeah.
Nicki is that like head HBIC. You know what I'm saying? Head bitch in charge. So it's hard to come at her when you got the fans who no matter what you do, when you throw shots, people might wave them off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the
Consider her
Sheetha,
irrelevant.
the Sheetha came and went. Even though it was hard,
Yeah.
it came and went, whatever. So the fans kind of just blowing it off a little bit.
Yeah.
I did like the beef though, but I think if Remy was in her prime still, she would have murdered Nicki.
I agree.
Yeah.
She would have murdered Nicki.
But old Nicki could spit.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't
Nicki
know.
was definitely better.
I don't know if it was because of Safari or what. Because people debate that. That's like a debate. Like,
Yeah.
People saying like Safari was writing lyrics. I don't know. I don't care. But old Nicki could spit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That-
But old Remy could spit too.
Yeah.
So
that's why I
that'll be
feel
a nice little
I
beef.
feel Nicki actually is the best female artist out, hip hop wise. Because she can get on any track and she can fit in any pocket.
Yeah.
Like it's not too many hip hop artists that can fit on any pocket, that can get on any track, that can outshine any nigga when they get on the track. It's kind of hard.
I think when it comes to like female hip hop beef, like to see who the best, there's so much fucking politics behind it because you think you gonna have arguments broke up. Oh, Big Ro for fucking Kim, J Ro for Foxy. It's like all kind of like extra politics that go into it, like trying to. So you gonna have that debate.
So is anybody? Do you think any woman's gonna come?
Hip hop or like rapper?
Hip hop rapper that's gonna come like and beef with Nicki and take her off.
I think the only person really that can do that is Cardi.
Yeah.
Right now.
Because it's like that position where Nicki is like, it's a critical point in Nicki's. Especially with all she's doing now, it's like that critical. And Cardi's the only like biggest artist that can do it.
Yeah. She keeps saying she's not dissing Cardi, but we just heard her name in one of your songs. Yeah. Like, I don't know, whatever. But it's weird, I think, to me. So recent beefs, I mean, we got Tekashi against the industry. For real, I mean, that's what it looks like. Yeah, against the industry, damn near. We had the Drake Pusha T.
What y'all think about the Drake Pusha T? Cause
Live Shade Room beef, that's what it was. Because Pusha came with gossip. He came with gossip. He didn't come with anything new. Everything in his, I can go down the lyrics if y'all want me to.
Come on now, kid.
He can. I can bring up the lyrics if you want me to. He came with gossip. Everything he said, Drake fans, we already knew. We already knew.
I mean, so you gonna say the same thing about Eminem when he did the same thing?
About as far
You
as
do that?
what?
That was his style.
Man, I don't pay. Eminem.
Come on, man.
Hold on. First off, Eminem was
You can't make comparisons.
No. Yeah, Eminem was beefing with R&B artists, so he don't count.
Nick Cannon was an R&B artist.
He was. Yeah. Who want to
Benzino
beef?
wasn't an R&B
Who want to
artist.
beef with? Benzino wasn't even big. Like he don't even count. That's what I'm saying. I feel like.
But he wasn't he like a high person on at Double XL or something like that?
Yeah.
yeah,
Was he?
yeah.
Benzino was considered a big artist.
That's how
Okay, well that's one. You know what I'm saying? He beefing with Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. All right, brothers, I see you.
I don't like people scared.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's how it be.
I feel like I'm in Philly.
The Drake Pusha T beef for me was just straight tea. That's what it was. Well, how the girls say, "Ooh, girl, give me some more tea." That's what it was, and that's all he brought. And Pusha T came out and said he knew this was gonna help me sell more.
You know what?
And then it was still BS. Like, bro, why is you worried about? You know what I'm saying? This man's like,
Drake just gotta take that L.
ain't no L, because Pusha T not selling.
Yo,
Pusha T can't even sell out a 500 room venue. Like,
I mean, we talking bars though.
yo,
we talking
Duppy was crazy.
Duppy was bars.
Duppy was crazy.
Yeah, Duppy was bars, bro.
Yeah.
It was straight bars. And then when Pusha T came with whatever, story.
Come on now.
It was a story added on or
Started
something.
added whatever. Look, it wasn't nothing. It was like, oh shit. And this is why I say it's some bitch shit. Excuse my language if any of my family members are watching, but this is why I say it's some bitch shit. If I'm sitting in a room with supposedly my homeboys, and I'm telling y'all, all right, this is what I got going on, and this is what I'm about to drop, and then you go back and you throw it on the track, it's some bitch shit. That's what it was. And everybody wants to deny that. I don't understand why. Are we going by the rules of hip hop or not? Is it not some bitch shit to gossip?
Yeah.
Is it
When I first heard, my homeboy told me about like how he got, because I was always wondering, I'm like, how did he get that information? Like that was just some industry shit that everybody knew about. But then it was like, nah, like he was talking to Kanye. He played March 14th for Kanye, and then Kanye went back and told Pusha. I was like, what?
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's whack. You know? I ain't gonna lie, that's whack.
Like
that's whack. And Duppy was hard.
Yeah, like Pusha, you like 45, bro. Like,
And-
come on, man.
And if you take the baby mama shit out of that diss,
It's nothing.
Drake, it was all about the shock factor. Like, oh,
That's it.
this nigga Drake got a baby.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's it. That's all they got.
what kind of BS is that? Does that fly in the hood? That's what I'm saying. Hey, bro, this nigga got a baby down the street. By the way, what type of shit is that? Like,
And Drake sent him an invoice. I know y'all saw that. He sent him the invoice for a career upliftment or something like that.
Yeah, look, and that's what I'm saying. He helped him sell. Pusha know it. Kanye know it. What's up? What you want to say? what you want to say?
I'm just gonna sip my drink.
All right, cool. You going to anybody else? Got something to say about? Y'all want to back push up?
He still got a W.
Yeah, I consider
Man,
that a W.
whatever, man. Look,
Y'all consider Pusha T for the W?
And but it's crazy.
If he backed out the beef, that's a forfeit.
Yeah.
Who?
No,
Drake.
That's a forfeit.
I really don't think he did because I think he was throwing a lot of shots at Pusha on Scorpion. He's throwing a lot of shots. He took, but I mean, it was late, but it's kind of like on the term. If you think about how Jay told him how to handle these type of niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like Jay told him a long time ago. What is it on Take Care?
Yeah, no, it was on Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later. That's what I meant. It was on Thank Me Later. He told him how to handle these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so like if you really sit and think about it, he pulled a Jay-Z move because Jay-Z really don't give you a whole track. Jay-Z will give you like what, a bar or two. Oh yeah, then everybody's like, yeah, that bar is for such and such, and that was dope, and that's it. You feel me? That's what he did.
Said that Drake took an L. He didn't do what he said he was gonna do. He said he was gonna dun him.
He
done.
He done.
No,
what are you
not.
talking about?
No,
He can't
not.
sell out of 500.
No, it's not. And
seat
it's not
venue.
about sales to push it.
Yes, it can.
It's
bro.
it's not
that was
about.
Pusha T.
This nigga career is over without.
No, it's not.
He was never that type of,
Yeah,
artist.
it's not about that for Pusha T. He's a president. Good music.
And all of good music undersell. Look at the numbers. Pull them up. Yeah, I want to.
It's
I mean,
not
go there.
about numbers.
We can go there.
It's not about
How's it
numbers.
not?
Because Pusha T.
Young Money the only one care about numbers like that.
Like, it's not, like I said, it's not about the numbers. Sometimes it's just like who had the best bars.
Yeah, that's hip hop.
Drake had the best bars on Duppy.
I think so too. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
He had the best bars on Duppy.
He did.
Pusha T did nothing for me on that whatever.
He didn't have no bars. He just was
Yeah.
talking about how he was a deadbeat dad.
Everything he said, like I said, Drake said already. Drake had said I could pull up every song.
So he be rabbited. Myself before you talk about.
I mean, true. I mean, I don't think Drake took an L.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were saying shit because of the.
Yeah. But I mean, what else I want to bring up? We can go there. I'm ready. I'm
I mean,
locked
I
and
already
loaded.
say he took a W. You know what I'm saying? Pusha T.
Pusha T.
Hey, Drake's on the second biggest tour right now in the U.S. He's I think he's doing very well for himself.
What's the first on the run?
That's their thing, though.
The first is on the run. Yeah. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they got the biggest tour in the U.S. Hip hop wise, R&B wise, yeah. Like that's just.
And let's not just say Drake by itself. You
It's
can't
Drake
say
and
Jay-Z.
Migos.
Yeah, you can't say Drake by itself.
Okay, well,
But if you
Drake
compare Drake to
and
Migos, Migos is like here and Drake is all the way up here. If you talk about celebrity status,
selling
who's
out
bringing-
shows wise though.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody selling out shows like Drake and Jay-Z and
Migos not
Beyonce.
selling out shows.
not
We
like
didn't
Drake,
say that. We didn't say
but
that.
not like Drake.
Migos not finna sell out arena every city.
Whoa, what?
No,
on
not
now.
not that size. Not that size.
Come on, what?
Not
Where
that size.
Where they at? The Phillips Arena out here?
Phillips Arena.
They gonna be at the Phillips Arena?
It's at Phillips Arena. It's gonna be at Phillips Arena.
Mm.
But I'm saying
Bruh.
like
Drake is the reason why people are coming to that concert, bro.
Here?
Well, not here. It's Atlanta. It's Atlanta. It's Atlanta. It's different.
Now,
It's Atlanta.
now I'm not diminishing Migos in any form or fashion. They're the biggest hip hop group right now.
The
Yeah.
last couple years they've been coming with.
Adding a different crowd to Drake's fan base.
Yeah.
I agree.
Drake's
Drake is
smart.
brilliant, yo.
Drake's smart. He's gonna
brilliant.
play his shit right. And then you gotta look
I
at.
think like if Drake went to the arena, he would sell out. If Migos went, I mean they would do good, but I think it's like Drake is definitely the headline.
Yeah. And then you gotta look at it too. Drake's situation. Everybody ain't got a Drake situation.
What's the
Drake set up perfect.
Mm-hmm.
His backing's perfect. His deals are perfect. Drake's perfect.
True.
He's the face of Apple Music, Spotify. That's why Nicki had a problem with.
Oh yeah.
It's-
Yeah. She did.
Yeah. Drake
can
is
make that
getting,
a bit.
yeah, Drake is like perfect.
His setup is flawless.
It is.
He not gonna beef with. You know who Drake's not gonna beef with.
I think if it came down to it, he would.
No,
Who he's not gonna be for?
he's not gonna beef with nobody. I mean, but he'd do the beef with the Meek Mills, the Pusha T's. He's not gonna go for the Kendricks, the
Hold
J.
on.
Cole.
But there's no reason to
yeah.
go.
Kendrick
First
is-
off, him and Cole cool.
stopped.
But him
He
and
stopped with that.
no,
Kendrick
him and
one.
Kendrick went back and forth for
He
years.
stopped with that Kendrick one though.
For
He ain't
years they
take
went
that.
back and forth.
I will
He
say
ain't take it. That Kendrick's been saying, "Come with it." Like every time Kendrick
Yeah,
is saying,
he
"Come
did.
with it," he's
I
not
will.
going to do
I
it.
will say this: Kendrick will body Drake. I think
Instantly.
if you talking about bars, if we talking about bars,
okay.
if we talking about
Okay,
bars,
all right.
Drake,
Too.
yeah, Drake
So
will-
y'all don't think he has nothing?
No.
to To do what?
No.
On Kendrick?
Not at all.
On Kendrick?
No, I'm saying y'all don't think he has nothing in the bag
For Kendrick?
for Kendrick.
I'm pretty
No.
sure he does, but it's not going to do nothing.
But like, it would,
Nah.
Well, I'm
it
saying
would be.
the reason why I don't think they will go at each other is because it's like both of them standing there in front of each other. They both shooting ARs. They both getting hit.
Yeah.
They both getting damaged in some form or fashion. It's gonna split. It's gonna split down the line.
No, Drake not
You
taking
don't
it
think
there.
so?
Drake's not taking it there at all. Because
Yo,
if you look
I
at
think-
everybody else who's poked those shots, he's winning that.
Get exposed.
Yeah. 'Cause look at
Fucking with Kendrick.
everybody else who poked those shots. He said something. He did it to Common. He did it to Joe Budden. He did it to Meek. He did it to Push.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's my man right there.
I mean, but
Joe
no,
Budden's my man's right
Joe-
there,
but
boy.
Joe even recognizes though.
Joe-
Joe even recognized that he knew what level he's because Joe came with it.
Yeah, he
But-
killed him.
He killed him, but the thing was, the thing
His
was,
relevance wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying at the time it was like, oh shit, it's Joe Budden, whatever. Yeah, but Joe Budden, I think, was showing people how to beef
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah.
because he did come with the bars, he did come with the beat.
To me,
Or
Joe
whatever.
Budden won that.
But he didn't come back at him, so he took
Yeah.
he took another Jay-Z
Yeah.
route. But
I
Joe
mean-
Budden's murdered him. I mean, if we
agree
come on
to- I agree
bars.
with-
I give
Yeah,
Drake
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He
But-
knows when to stop.
Yeah, but he not coming for Kendrick. I know you heard the BET Cypher with Kendrick, like
Yeah.
murdered him.
Yeah, but I won't come for Kendrick though. Why? There's no reason to.
Why not? If you say if you're
already
trying
on
to be the
throne.
best.
You're on the throne already.
I mean,
Drake
Just
don't
Joe-
consider Kendrick on the throne though.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Drake
that's
considered
debatable.
his-
No,
on
I
the
said
throne.
Drake is on the throne.
Yeah, Drake's on.
It's three kings right now in hip hop.
Who?
Besides the greats, besides the Jay-Z's, besides
Kendrick, Drake, and Cole.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
but
Why-
Kendrick is the best alive right now.
Rapping wise, people
Rap-
sleep on J. Cole. J. Cole, they just make
J.
better
Cole.
songs than J. Cole.
J. Cole needs to stop doing his own production. He needs to let somebody produce his album, get like 2 or 3 features,
Facts.
and
You should say the
and
same for,
Because if you look
Big
at
Crit.
I'm not a big Crit fan.
No, you're
Whoa.
Oh,
I'm not a big Crit fan.
But if you say that, I'm not
But
cut you off.
he be doing his own production, so that's
Yeah,
why.
J. Cole went first, only one to go platinum, no features,
Mm.
production on his own stuff though.
Yeah, and that album is not
I
his
just
best album.
laugh because on
Nah.
Twitter everybody always posting that the J. Cole no features thing.
Yeah, he don't get credit.
why I
That's
laugh.
crazy. My boy was there. Y'all would hate him, bro, because he hates J. Cole. He think J. Cole boring.
I like J. Cole.
Wow.
Yeah, he think
I
he
like
boring.
J. Cole.
I like J. Cole too.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
I think he can spit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But I was saying there's no reason for any of them to come at each other. They all on the throne right now.
Kendrick's waiting for Drake to come.
I mean, but if you
You know, you can tell. That.
that's going on the lines of like how the NBA is now. It's like everybody want to rap, or everyone want to play together. No,
Mhm.
don't play together. Play against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole.
Well, I think they want to win.
They want to win, but how you gonna win if
How
y'all
you
all
gonna win?
friends?
If you the USA basketball team, like who you playing against? You not
Yeah.
playing against somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like hip hop.
Everybody-
That
you not
it was-
have no opponents because everybody is on your team.
some guidelines. Like, that's what I like about like people could say it whatever, but the old hip hop, everybody was trying to be the best. Everybody was trying like you not fin. That's why it's like you go back to old hip hop, you find very few whack people.
Well, not everybody want money now, so they're focused. I mean, everybody want money back then.
Yeah,
Everybody kind of focused now on.
they was making more money.
Streaming
back then,
and
to be
shit.
honest.
Well, the deals were bigger.
Yeah,
The deals were way bigger back then.
oh hell yeah.
The deals were way bigger back then.
but yeah, Drake's not coming for Kendrick.
Nah, Drake don't want to with Kendrick. My homeboy would tell you that Drake is witty enough to hang with Kendrick. He'll-
I think he is.
Drake could do some shit like he'll probably say something and do like something similar to like sending an invoice to like Kendrick or something like Woody like that. You'll be like, oh, that was funny. You know what I'm saying? But Kendrick will give this man nothing but straight bars on a dope beat, and everybody will just be like, damn, like that's crazy.
You don't think Drake team smart enough? To
You
do
just
that?
said team. you said team.
You not? But I'm saying, so you can't have a team.
What are you talking
You can have a team.
have
I'm
a
saying
team.
because Kendrick not producing the beat.
Nah,
Facts.
But he's
but that's a rap.
it's him
Yeah,
rapping.
So you don't think Drake will have 40 or
What they gotta do with
Boy
rapping?
Wonder? Well, I'm saying like he knows like how to approach it. How to approach it.
beat?
It's the same thing with Meek. When Meek came for him, Drake and his team knew.
he beat me with a hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason he won that. Back to back, it was something you could play in the club and you would hear repetitively.
Yep, and that's what
And it
everybody
got
says.
stuck
So
in
you
your
don't
ear.
think Drake could do that
No.
with anybody else?
With Kendrick, it ain't no point.
I don't think he could do it with Kendrick.
Kendrick got the ability.
It's already
Kendrick got the
hard, but
ability
it's
to
not
do the
gonna-
same
I fuck with all
thing.
three of them. So,
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but I like
What'd you
the
say?
idea.
He said Kendrick got the ability to do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Kendrick's smart.
He had a good team too.
Have a pop hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
okay.
because look, it got to the point where, like he said, how you let a conscious nigga go commercial. It's the fact that he stayed with his purpose and then got to this level.
Drake
so
said
he
that
can,
too.
Drake not conscious.
Drake said if I would have
if I would have stayed conscious, he could. But Drake couldn't have stayed conscious.
yes
and
he
done what
could
he
have.
did. No,
Yes he could have.
And do what he's doing now?
Already popping.
Nobody want to hear that.
He was already popping.
Nobody want to hear that.
So but they hearing Kendrick.
You think?
What's the difference?
You think? You
That's
think
not Kendrick's
Drake could have stayed conscious and be where he at right now?
You don't want to hear that.
Wait,
You
because
don't want to
not-
hear that.
I think he could have.
Consistently?
Not the pop hits. Y'all talking about pop hits. I think he still could have came with it.
No.
Drake was already popping, bro. He already had fans. Like he was already blowing up.
I mean, you gotta
So
think
far,
though. He
bro,
came
he's
up off of pop
conscious.
hits.
Yeah.
Well,
Like you said, views made him the biggest he is.
Yeah.
Is it views?
Yeah, that's what Drake said. Yeah.
I thought Take Care.
No, I'm saying Drake
Oh.
personally said he got bigger after views.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought nothing was the same as best album actually.
That's it. We had the debate last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had to, yeah.
The other
But
night.
Take Care was his number
Take Care
one.
was the best album.
Everybody says that. I like nothing was the same
I
better.
like the rapper on that one the same. That's why I put it two.
Okay.
But I mean, you could say like with like Big Crit on Mount Olympus.
Okay.
Like you talked about.
No, you don't like Big Crit?
No, I don't.
Oh, come on now.
And I try, and I gave him a chance. Hey, let me say this: I'm a person. When it comes to rap, I'll give most people a chance. You get what I'm saying? I'll listen to it, and I'm more about projects. Like I want to hear a project. I don't want to hear a song or a feature. I want to hear a body of work. You know what I'm saying? So I could like say, okay, you know what, I could fuck with this or not. And I listened to Catalactica.
Yeah.
And only like one song on that shit.
Oh,
And that's the only song I like on there is Catalactica.
You didn't listen to the last album? The last album was fire. The double album.
I tried to and I couldn't get with it. I'm just not a
I hear a lot of people
He
say that.
boring. He boring to me.
Oh, no.
He boring to me.
A lot of people say
boring
that
to me.
because he's not talking about sort of what everybody else saying. But it's fire though. He just have his own. I think if
People like bragging.
I think Crit is like a currency. Like it's not meant to be like mainstream like that.
Yeah.
So it's like
I
I get why
always-
they say that about like a kid. I mean a Crit and a Cole. Because I don't know.
I know.
It's weird though.
I know what topic I had.
Okay.
Best album of the year.
This year?
I had to go back and listen to that. I gave that to Nipsey too.
Yeah. Nipsey had the best album this year.
Nipsey had the best album this
Nipsey
year.
had the best album this year. J Rock was number 2.
Yeah.
Yo, that J Rock album was a
Yeah.
sleeper.
J Rock was number 2.
Wow.
Now
Wow.
it changed recently because you had like Astro World drop.
Yeah.
What was the drop? You said who?
He said it's still the same.
Astro Road is like I probably
It's top 10.
top 10.
Of the year,
I put it 3.
Hold on, where you? Name your top 5.
my top 5 albums.
Or name your favorite.
My favorite albums. Right now, KOD. Astro World. The Nipsey album, like I liked it, but I wouldn't put it as one of my tops. You know what I'm saying? Pusha T shit. Even though I was talking about shit about Pusha T, his album, that little 7-song track was actually dope. Like, I could listen to that shit all the way, all the way through.
Yeah.
Through and through.
He said Nas was trash.
Nas' album was
Yeah, Nas'
trash.
album was trash.
I didn't like Nas'
Thank
album.
you.
I didn't like Nas.
Nas' album was terrible,
It
yo.
was Russ. You can hear it. It was Russ.
It was terrible.
Cause Nas got like 3 albums with he got a project with Khaled.
He was
He got a
spitting on
project
that.
with Swizz. It's like
He was spitting on
it's
that.
just that came first.
He was spitting on that.
The production
I
to
like
me,
the production with it though.
wow, that's crazy because I think the production was so terrible that I didn't even get to his spit.
So that's so. I
I didn't like the production at all. Actually, I was like, what the fuck is
What
this?
you finna say?
No, I mean like I like Nas' album.
You
I
did?
mean maybe that's just because I have I'm biased against Nas. Like I ride with Nas. But
It have to be
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
I thought he was spitting. I thought there was nothing wrong with the tracks that he was on. Like I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
My
lie.
favorite
though.
shit was the one with the Slick Rick sample.
Oh, like hates the most.
Was that the cop shot the kid? Cop shot the kid. Yeah, that shit right, man.
KOD is, I think,
It's a great album. I think it's his best.
Top 5.
All the way through. Yeah.
Top 5.
I think it's his best
This year.
album.
Yeah. You think so?
I think that's J. Cole's best album.
Not gonna say that.
That's J. Cole's best
It
album.
might be.
To me, anyway.
It might be.
But just to stay on top of it, yeah, I've been bumping Astroworld crazy lately. I can't get off the album. I even tried to hit up other people's albums, and I just find myself going right back to Astroworld.
Yeah.
But yeah, Astroworld is crazy. That might even be the best album this year. But to me, it's out of KOD and Astroworld for the best albums of the year.
That's what's probably gonna happen at the Grammys. I don't know if they put it in time for the Grammys, but the Grammys, that's probably what it'll come down to. It'll come down to J. Cole and Travis.
You think KOD gonna be at the Grammys?
I think KOD will win.
Really? I think Astroworld will win. I mean, just for the simple fact of the crowd.
I'm saying it's gonna be between those two.
Yeah.
It's gonna be between those two at the Grammys for best hip hop.
And then you gotta look at who vote on the Grammys. Like it's like background people that vote on the Grammys.
What do you think? Travis gonna be mentioning the Grammys?
I think so.
Really?
He should be.
Yeah.
so.
You fucking with Kylie Jenner and everything? Hell yeah.
I
Demographic
think KOD
though,
will
yeah.
win. But if we go like, okay, if I was gonna get my list,
Yeah.
I'd go Nipsey, J Rock,
Mhm.
KOD, Ye.
Fuck.
I'm gonna throw that Ye on there.
Ye's 7-song album?
Yeah.
7-song album?
I'm gonna throw that up.
That shit was hard.
Wow. You said it was what?
It was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah, it was
I liked it.
I
And
would
then
throw
it,
J&B on there.
that J&B was a good album.
Yeah,
That was a good album. That was a good album. Jay was talking a lot of boss shit on that album.
Yeah.
He talking a lot of boss shit. But what I was gonna say, I thought when I first heard it, I thought it was pretty hard too. But it kind of, you know how you listen to an album and usually it grows on you. That album like grew off of me.
Which one?
Kanye's album. The more I listened to it, the more I was just like, he could have did better.
Don't listen
You can't
to
ask him.
Yeah, you can't
He ain't listen to nothing considered with Kanye. He didn't
Anything Kanye
he
has
didn't listen to
done,
nothing considered with Kanye.
anything Kanye has touched, I have not listened to besides the Nas.
Mm.
And that's because I don't even know. I was just riding one day. I was just, let me bump this Nas right quick. Anything else Kanye has put his hands on, I have not touched
Recently?
recently.
Not even the Pusha T album?
No, hell no.
Yo, the Pusha T album
Hell
was
no.
dope.
When I ride, I ride. I don't. You know what I'm saying? When I say I don't fuck with somebody, I don't fuck with somebody. So Kanye, you still are a creative genius, but your actions are deplorable.
Okay, I was gonna say something, but that ain't an album.
What?
I was gonna mention the Amine shit, but it's not an album.
Oh, okay.
Amine.
I mean that. Who else?
What's up?
Who's your album of the year?
This is that Travis Scott.
Okay,
To be
okay,
honest with
okay.
you.
That Astroworld, right?
Yeah, he
For
ride.
real.
That Astroworld is riding. I can't get off of it, man. This shit is dope.
I haven't listened to it.
You,
For real?
you gotta
Production
listen.
is crazy, man.
Yeah,
Did I-
that's what I'm trying to
I
tell
didn't
you.
mention that, did I?
What?
The Astro Board on my list.
I don't
Nah, you
think
didn't.
so. No.
You didn't.
Oh, damn.
All right, so let's do let's do clout versus talent.
Okay.
Talent always wins, but clout is winning nowadays. So.
Yeah.
It's an industry standard. Like a record company don't care. If you
No.
Yeah.
It was like
Look
when
at
we go to
Bad
school,
Barbie.
when we was going to school, they said we don't care if you can make a beat, we don't care if you can sing good, we don't care if you can this. It's strictly for this. The industry is that they don't care about that. They want to see if you can sing. I mean, if you can sell a record,
Yeah.
because it's a business.
They-
And that's why it's like I hear it like all the time. Oh, he can rap, he can do this, he can sign. Oh, they should sign him. He can rap. Yeah, he can rap, but can they make a song that can generate revenue
Mm-hmm.
and played on multiple platforms
Mhm.
and grab an audience to be played? You can rap your ass off, but if
Yeah.
you can't make, that's why I was like, when I do that, I talk about the battle rapper stigma. They can rap their ass off, but Meek is really the only one who made the good songs and was able to generate revenue.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think about that.
That's true. What?
I mean, that's why, like, just with anything, like, that's why all the, they look at how many, followers you have on social media. Like, like if you got over 1 million followers, and you can be, like, verified or
Yeah.
whatever like that. And
That's crazy.
It's
so
it's
not
crazy.
really
Man.
about it. As long as you can marketable and you got a pitch, they can work with you, they can do something.
It's like investing.
Yeah. I mean, what's the name said that? I think we talked. What's his name? Zaytoven. He tweeted that, but he took away. Said that if you don't have, to sum it up, if you don't have a significant amount of followers.
I think he got backlash for it. That's probably why.
Yeah, he said his intern wrote it, but come on, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, we know. Like, your intern ain't tweet that. Because he said that basically if you don't have a certain amount of followers, I'm not finna mess with you. I'm not finna sit down and have a conversation with you. Which is crazy nowadays because back then, like not even years ago, before even Instagram came in 2012. I think 2011 you was hearing about people running to somebody at the studio, and they just heard a song and it's like, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
But nowadays it's just like the first thing somebody asks you when you're in the studio and not seeing it is it's like, hey bro, what's your Instagram? Matter of fact, I was at the studio, you know the dude. He mentioned to me, hey bro, I got 40,000 followers. Bro, I don't give a fuck. Homie, can you rap? Can you come in here and you know what I'm saying? Keep lay some bars, like.
And that's why you get into music. People get into that.
Yeah.
It's just whack.
And
I'll be the one to go out there, yo. I might, hesitate. Not hesitate, but I might be courteous and not name names. But I'm going, yo, y'all whack.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
on
it's terrible.
that vibe right now. Like most of I can't stand the way hip hop is going right now.
9 times out of
Other than like for real, other than like Crit, J. Cole, Kendrick, people like that, like I can't rock with it.
that's why 9 times out of 10 you hand me an Oscar, you're gonna hear some old music.
So what? I mean, is it going to change?
Yeah.
Do y'all think it'll change to something?
Yeah. It'll change to something else.
I feel like it's just gonna be what's next is conscious alternative music. You know what I'm saying? Everything is melodic now, so I feel like that's just the conscious wave is gonna come back, but it's just gonna be more melodic.
Like we talked about.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Kendrick is giving you.
More alternative.
Both. Because you know what I'm saying? They make it
more
like two.
individualism. Like you gonna, like he said, it's gonna be that, but you're gonna hear more vulnerability. Instead of hearing I take drugs, you're gonna hear why I take drugs.
Yo, that's Joe Buttons all day, man. That's Joe Buttons all day. He's telling you he take drugs. He's telling you why he's taking drugs. Yeah, he's really like he's one of those. He says like they call him like that emo rapper. Like you know what I'm saying. He's definitely one of those that just.
I don't know. I like.
He's the original emo rapper. So we go to emo rap.
I agree.
He's the originator of that shit, man.
I agree. I mean, but Joe Budden is on I think he's the voice right now.
I like where he's going to now. I like his platform.
Yeah, I like his platform. I think he's the voice right now in hip hop. Joe Budden. I think
voice?
he's the voice. I mean, we talked about that last time. We talked about who was the voice of hip hop, and I think right now it's Joe Budden. And I think overall, I mean, you still got DJ Academics is what
We're
I
not
don't know what the hell
counting DJ
he's
Academics.
doing. Yeah,
How did he even come to be like?
Talking about like his podcast and stuff like that.
Who?
DJ Academics.
The Chicago killings, the murders. He got big off of that. That's when
Making
he built his
YouTube
platform.
videos about
Yeah, he built his platform literally off of that.
'Cause I remember.
And then shout out to the IC, the ill community. It was allhiphop.com. DJ Academics stole a lot of people's swag from that.
But I remember that interview with what's the name? Came up on the show.
Vic Mensa.
Yeah, Big Mess.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But steal off on him.
Oh yeah. Because he was fed up with him. He was.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, DJ Academics really is.
But like, is he really a DJ? Like,
No.
So is he like a DJ Khaled?
Nah. I seen DJ. I seen him touch a boy. Because at first I was like, I ain't never seen. I was like, who this guy yelling on all the records? So wow. Now I turned a dead ass. Like before I turned everything DJ Khaled was on off.
Yeah.
But then I was like academics. I was like,
then he
You just talk.
the name from the clothing line.
Now his name been DJ Academics for years.
I mean, but
yeah, it's still academics.
Well, I don't know if he's
the
told.
clothing line was like
Yeah.
back when I was in high school.
Well, so
right?
yeah, he probably took that.
Yeah.
But I know he's been around for years. Cause I used to see him on the message board. So I used to see him around on the internet for various things. But
He covers that though. Cloud. He's like
yeah,
the shade room in one. Like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
person shade room.
Yeah.
That's always just like you want to go see some gossip or some shit, the latest beef or something. You go to
Yeah,
academics.
he's always gonna provide that for you. What else, man? What? Oh, y'all want to go to the '90s hip hop? Y'all want to stay?
It was
I mean
R&B.
R&B. '90s R&B. Y'all want
I
to go
give it
there?
90s R&B. Yeah.
Oh, so
Best
yeah.
era R&B.
the best era of R&B.
80s.
90s.
Why the 80s?
80s just because I don't know, it was just more soulful for me, and then that's what I grew up on. And like, I mean, it's like the only person that played it for me growing up was my grandpa, and it was just like that's just what I've been around all my life, and I just fuck with that more than the 90s. I fuck with 90s a lot, but 80s is just number one.
What you got?
I mean, like I grew up like with the '90s R&B. Like that's what definitely what I grew up with. But like when you hear like '70s, that hits you in your soul.
Yeah.
See, I had to change that too, cause like I was like, I would go with the 70s, but then my alternative would be 2000s.
2000s was hard.
2000s was
Well, yeah,
hard.
2000s
You had like
was
Life
hard.
Jennings.
Talk about like Ashanti,
Yeah,
and
Life
all
Jennings,
that.
Ashanti,
Tamia.
Jagged Edge, etc., etc.
Yo, I laughed at you,
Genuine.
but you legit with that one though. For
Yeah.
real. I laughed at first, but you legit with that one though.
What's his name?
He making me kind of rethink my answer. I was gonna say 90s, but 2000s was hitting for me. 2000s was hitting for me.
2000 was a good time.
It
Real
was.
good time.
Yeah.
It was a
Catchy
good time.
time.
It was a good time.
Yeah, like
That was,
Tamia,
that was that coming
of
to age. For
Yeah.
me, anyway. It was a coming to age. I'm old. Yeah, it was that coming to age.
That's when the neo soul hit.
Yeah, yeah. That Maxwell, that Music Soul Child.
D'Angelo.
Yeah, D'Angelo, yeah. Who else was around that? I remember we were Life Jennings.
Yeah.
Came
Oh yeah,
around.
Anthony
R. Kelly?
Hamilton.
Yeah.
R.
You said R.
Kelly was
Kelly.
90s.
Oh, he was in 90s?
Yeah, R. Kelly was
Yeah.
90s.
Damn.
90s.
Yeah, R. Kelly was the early 90s, and then actually R. Kelly was 20 years strong, man. From 90s to early 90s to all the way to now. I mean, just ending. Actually, his reign kind of just ended like a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. But who else we got? Usher,
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah,
Chris,
2000.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, 2000s.
So you gotta
That was
say
late
Chris
2000s.
Brown, you
It
gotta
was
say,
late.
even though you gotta give him the credit, you gotta say like a B2K. You gotta look at everybody like Diddy had, and Diddy was messing with Jagged Edge.
Wait, we gonna count Mariah Carey in the
Genuine.
90s?
Yeah.
Mariah Carey, like
was
in
90s.
late
yeah.
90s.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was 90s.
The Isley Brothers. What's that? 80s?
70s.
That was all the
80s?
way from the 70s, I think.
See, that's
Wow.
why I said 70s.
They got good.
Al
They got some good ass
Green,
music.
Marvin Gaye, Al Green.
Yeah.
Was it Lenny? Was it Lenny Williams? Lenny Wilkins? I can't remember his name.
Lenny Williams.
Lenny Williams. He got some good tracks too.
Um,
He got some good tracks too.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye. What's that? All 70s?
Al Green.
Tevin Campbell.
Damn.
That's my boy, man. I can't sing. I can't sing. But the Can We Talk?
I sampled that a lot.
Oh, Anthony Hamilton.
That was 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2000.
Oh, I know.
I didn't know he was so deaf either.
Anthony Hamilton? So deaf?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I know that.
He gonna be on the tour.
Jermaine Dupri has hands on a lot of people. Boy.
Yeah, that's why I said we gotta dedicate a whole
Episode to yeah. Jermaine Dupri went in. Who your favorite R&B singer of all time?
Ooh, that's a good question.
male, female.
Either or. I mean, you can go both sides.
Favorite R&B singer of all time?
Yeah.
That's a very hard question.
I know I was for a minute, like I was on Genuine, real tough, like 100% Genuine.
Yeah.
That was my groove. That was my groove. Like I'd be in the room like,
Oh, I fuck with like Joe.
Joe Tough.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Joe been around since the 90s.
I gotta say Luther Vandross for mine. That's my fault.
I wonder why Luther ain't never come out the closet, man.
Man.
For real. I wonder why Luther ain't never come out the closet, man.
it wasn't time, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, you're right. Hey,
My
right.
bad. Brian McKnight.
Brian McKnight was lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian
I forgot
McKnight.
about Brian
I heard he was
McKnight.
an asshole.
Damn.
He was on everybody's TV show.
Yep.
Like, when they had a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Brian McKnight.
Yep.
Yep.
I heard he can hoop, too.
For real?
I heard he can hoop. I heard Brian McKnight can hoop. They said he used to show up to a lot of basketball tournaments back in the day, man.
Fuck it, I'm gonna just say R. Kelly, bro.
I can't fuck with R. Kelly.
I can't fuck with him now, but yeah, but I know what you mean. Like,
Music wise, okay, let's just stick music
music-wise.
wise. Music wise,
Music-wise,
I'm going on some other stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, music.
yeah, we talked about that actually on a previous episode. Music, yeah, can you separate the art from the artist? But yeah, music wise, R. Kelly is.
I think you can if there's growth, but he's been like going down.
Consistent, yeah. He's been consistent with his
It's antics.
yeah. That's right there. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was looking for that right word. There's a playlist too, man. It's called Brown Liquor Playlist, and my homeboy put it together, man. And it's nothing but like 70s, 80s, like old school like music. Got Temptations, James Brown,
Oh, you gonna have to send that to me.
Bobby Womack, Patti LaBelle, Al Green.
It's on Spotify?
Play some of that Bobby
It's on,
Womack.
It's on iTunes.
Yo, what
Oh, okay.
Where would I hear that at, yo?
Yeah.
That's on a movie, ain't it?
I think so.
Or a TV show?
Actually, I put the link to in the bio.
What's
All right,
that
bro.
from? Was it the
Link in the
Wood
bio.
or some shit like that?
I think it was the Wood. I can't remember it.
Rest in peace, Aretha too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
I know.
2016 was like terrible for artists. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for R&B.
yeah, like everybody was dying.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got the weekend.
People talking about like rap Stevie Wonder and some bubble plastic. So so like 2016 was crazy.
Yeah. I feel like there's certain artists that some people just connect with on a different level. I hope artists know like your art really does resonate with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it does really.
Universal language.
Hmm?
I just said universal language.
Yeah, and then so I know, yeah, like I said, Stevie Wonder. I feel like Stevie Wonder, if he, you know, when it happens, his Twitter might break. I'm trying to think of any. I know Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson passed, people was
Yeah, the
just
world stopped then.
yeah,
Like random people crying. I was like, what are you crying for? Michael Jackson
yeah,
just died.
Prince.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan, yo.
For real? You a Prince fan?
I like Prince more than I like Michael Jackson. Why? Just
But that's understandable though. I understand, but
I just don't like his music. Michael Jackson. He had a couple tracks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like all of his music. He got a couple tracks. He got a couple tracks that I'm like, oh, this is classic. That's a classic. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm just not really that much of a Michael Jackson fan.
They used to have a whole Michael Jackson day. Like, who else does that? Like MTV used to have a whole Michael Jackson day.
Does-
Like all his videos. It was 100, like more than 100, like 100 or so.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like what was it? I don't know if it was something. It was one of those channels with like BT Gems or something like that. All you day, I see like Michael Jackson. And it was like that for 5 years. I was like, every time I go to this channel, Michael Jackson's playing.
yeah,
all day.
BT and Jam, yeah.
Probably BT, something like I know MTV rolled with him for a minute too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that
I mean, cause his impact is just his impact.
worldwide.
Yeah, like I said, it was grown men fainting.
Now
And
I've
Michael
seen his
Jackson-
shows. It's just crazy.
Yeah, like you can go on YouTube and look. It's grown men fainting at this man's concert.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, Prince. I think Prince had a big impact too.
Prince he was just too much of a mystery. People, I don't think. I mean, people love his music, but they couldn't connect with him.
Yeah.
As a person, like he was so mysterious that like you didn't really know. Like,
I didn't even get to listen to that either.
really like women.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get to listen to that. They just dropped the new Prince shit. Well, all his unreleased shit from
Cause
like
he-
what,
but yeah.
95, 98 to
For real?
now.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
95.
you know,
And I know he said he didn't want that. He
Oh,
didn't
you
want.
know me, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want his.
Politics and that.
That's why. Wasn't that why he didn't like put out an album, because he was trying to wait out his contract.
I think
Yeah,
so.
on his stuff.
Yeah, I know that's why he changed. He had changed his name at one point. The artist form was the artist formerly known as something like that. Yeah. And that's crazy how like the artists used to get tied to like the labels. Like,
Yeah, that's why he put the slave on his face.
yeah. So
Piano microphone and a microphone. That's it.
No, I think it's the one, the purple one. It's like 3 hours.
And anthology.
That's crazy too. That shit 3 hours, bro.
for real.
Yeah. Yeah,
check it out.
3 hours. Yeah, I'm about to say that.
I might check it out.
But he got a pre-release one though. It's called Piano on the Microphone, and it ain't even drop yet on Apple
They finna
Music.
go back and make hella money off it.
Yeah.
I'm about to add that too, just when it drop.
20 years worth of music.
Yeah, 20 years worth of music.
Yeah. And his vault.
Damn.
Yeah, that's I don't like about that. He's like, you could say conspiracy. And it's like, cause it's the same thing with Michael before Michael died. He's like cause like nobody like what Michael got. Nobody who do you know owns the Beatles catalog, some of the Beatles catalog, and then he owned like basically everybody that was under Sony. Michael was getting something from.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I think Michael was going to get something right around that time. It was like it owned some of his music or something like that before he died. It always happened. Same thing with Bill Cosby.
That was fake.
What?
Bill Cosby wasn't about to buy NBC.
The TV network?
He wasn't about to buy NBC. That was fake. I'm about
I think
85% sure that was fake.
No.
I'm not sure
It's-
if he was about to buy them or not, but I think he did some of that though. I ain't gonna lie.
Did
There's
what?
too many people.
Oh yeah, no, he did. I think he did. Yeah.
Too many people.
When you have a
Let's
multi,
see the bros too. He used too.
yo, hold on, hey.
I can't say that because I'm the bro.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna say, 'cause I know how some of them are. Hey,
I mean, there was some shenanigans going on, but I mean, they definitely railroaded that man.
yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely railroaded.
Well, because it's like, you got to think about, like, why that time? I don't know what. When they are making talks about him coming to own something, why that time?
Yeah, and why go after like a 70,
Yeah.
80-year-old man? Like,
I mean, some women probably
Why not do it
just
in his
think-
height?
I mean, I think some women just. I mean, they're just fed up. Like they've been holding it in for so long. I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, if this many women come out, it's just not like a coincidence.
no.
No.
At the same
Yeah.
time?
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
but I understand what y'all saying as far as like why now, But I mean, that's something only women can really answer. I think.
Yeah.
As far as like why they want to, and that's another subject too.
Yeah. I was about to start talking about trauma, and I was like, let me just stop. Let me just stop.
Another thing. But I was gonna say something about like, you know, the way that Michael Jackson and Prince and like how they were, and going back to the clout and talent thing, like how they were masters of their craft,
Yeah.
and like now it's just like whatever we can get out, that's whatever. But they, you know, took time with their craft, learning. Like Prince could play any instrument.
See,
Like,
that's why I
what
said.
artists today you know who can play instruments?
That's why I made in the argument about that we had. I was like, I like Michael Jackson's music, but when it comes to who's the more talented, I would say Prince.
Yeah. Cause like that's just like over time. You should have some type of pride about yourself to want to master something.
Yeah.
And if it's music, like you should take your time. It shouldn't be something that you rush just for the money, just for the popularity. It's like you should want to be the best and want that, you know, that mastery of it. And like even with it should be something like where even with like Dr. Dre, he spends like his, you know, years between projects. Like he doesn't just put something out.
Right.
Like he's gonna take his time, make sure it's correct and right and perfect before he puts something out. He's not just gonna be like whatever.
See, rumors of that too. I heard the Chronic. I mean, what's it called? What's it called? The long shit that everybody waiting for.
Detox?
Yeah, I heard that's coming.
We've been hearing this coming for 10
Nah,
years.
but I mean, but you know, Scott Storch just come back from his whatchamacallit, but he said it's coming. But you know, they
He been working too.
Yeah.
Who, Dre?
No, Scott.
Scott. But Dre been working. I think Dre always working. That's why you know.
How y'all feel about that Compton album?
Which one?
I ain't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
You said the
Wow.
The
Compton
Compton.
album.
Oh, Compton. I liked it.
I thought the production was crazy.
I liked it overall. Yeah, and that's one of the best movies I think that came from our community of all time. I think.
The
You
movie
like
was
it?
nice. I didn't like the album.
Oh, okay.
The album was crazy.
I like that.
I like the album. I ain't gonna lie. I like the album.
Have you heard about Pharrell making that record that's not supposed to be
Yeah, released for 2100 or something like that.
something like 100 years?
Yeah.
that's like, I don't know how that's gonna be, but
Yeah.
like to make something where you feel that it would be that type of timeless to where it could 100 years from now be something. Like that's the type of mastery that you need.
Yeah. How would it not get lost though? That's the crazy thing. That's the
I think it's
question.
just a
But,
fact
that's
of
amazing.
transferring.
I feel like
Because
as soon
you
as
can
he
still like,
No,
it's older stuff. You can still go back to transferring. It's just about how you keep up with it.
but this it's particularly for like the environment type thing. Like
Okay.
if we, it's put on some type of the wax or whatever it's made on is like if the environment goes a certain way, it's supposed to like decompose.
Oh, wow.
But if we like right ourselves or something like that, if we do better, then it should withstand that time and then be able to be heard. But if we, keep on going the way that we're going, then it should
Never
be
get heard.
destroyed.
That's fire.
I think that's interesting. I think everybody, whether you're creative or not, should leave something for like your children's children.
Legacy.
Something.
Yeah.
Something to leave. I mean, Jay-Z's talking about it now. A lot of people blowing him off, but I think it's an interesting conversation, especially what Pharrell just did. Like,
That's why. Go ahead.
no, that's it.
No, I was just gonna say that's why I was like, I was listening. I didn't listen to Jay for like the past couple. I was like, yo, what he's saying in there, I give this one of my top 5 Jay albums. I put it damn near number 1. Yeah, 444.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
more personal than any of his other albums.
Absolutely.
Yeah, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's more.
I'm shocked how personal he got on there, actually.
Yeah, me too. Because I mean, you never seen him like get so vulnerable, whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess when you with Beyonce.
Because what I was saying, what I was noticing about Jay, I was like, yo, he's really like you said, a master of his craft. Like if you go back and listen, whether the album was trash or not, it sounds like the period when it was dropped. Like I can go back and listen to, let's say I say Holy Grail. It sounds like that year when Holy Grail dropped. If I go, I don't know about the 90s stuff, but it sounds like what it would sound like to be living in that time.
Yeah.
But like when I go back and listen to Blueprint sound like the time it dropped. 444 sounded like the time it got. And that's why I was like,
I mean, that's about like evolving.
yeah.
Person.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just stay like whatever makes you hot at that moment. You can't stay in that moment. You have to evolve, or you will get typecasted, or you just be a one hit wonder or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why Jay-Z's the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's sort of like the conversation we had. We were talking about the amount of, like, you get these artists who throws like countless amounts of bodies of workout and it don't hold no substance. So I considered it junk food.
I like that.
Because it's like you eat junk food, it don't fill you up.
He call it honey bun music.
Yeah, it don't fill you up. Versus you get like a 444, or you get a Good Kid, Mad City, or a Damn, or something like this. It's like a full course meal, and it holds you till. That's why I made that comparison.
Yeah, speaking of, just because you said a Good Kid, Mad City, what do y'all think is Kendrick's best album?
Good Kid, Mad City.
Really?
Damn.
Damn?
Nah.
Wow.
Good Kid,
Damn.
Mad City. No, Section 8.
Section 80?
Oh,
I thought it was a mixtape though.
I think, yeah, it was a mixtape, but I ain't gonna lie. I think To Pimp Butterfly is one of the best albums ever
For real?
created. Yeah, rap albums.
I kind of agree with you. I
Cause
think
that
it is one of the best rap albums. Correct.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it from production, you look at he had what Funkadelic, West Coast jazz, right? He had all types of
he
shit on
owned
there.
that year,
Didn't
though, definitely.
Yeah.
that shit was crazy.
That was
I never heard an album like that
That
before.
was for the black community, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, on Damn, he was like, last LP, I tried to lift a black art. I tried to lift a black artist, but it's a difference between black artists and white artists.
Yeah.
So that's what. I give it to that.
Yeah.
I give him,
But I
Damn,
can still consider Good Kid, Mad
Butterfly,
City.
Good Kid. Damn is, I think, his best album.
Damn
Really?
is his most successful album.
Yeah.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Well, is it though? I mean, because I didn't
Yeah.
look at the numbers.
Yeah. Damn did like numbers. He had hits on Damn.
That's crazy.
I
But
know a
Good
lot
Kid,
of-
Mad City, like what it meant, like the impact that it had, then he gained most of his fan base from Good Kid, Mad City.
He got me off of Good Kid, Mad City.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie.
I remember walking. I was in Korea, and I was about to go out and party,
Mm.
and my homeboy was like, "Man, you heard of Kendrick Lamar?" I was like, "I heard the name."
Mm.
He's like, "Man, you gotta bump that Good Kid, Mad City." And and he played that swimming pools.
Yeah.
It was over with then.
Cause
Like
that
it was
too.
just, I was like, "Yeah, I'm a fan."
You wanna-
The skits and like it was like a project. It had the skits, the stories.
yeah.
That's why I was like,
most
yo, this was like, it sounded like.
missing from a lot of albums.
Yeah.
Is a lot of those skits and it flowing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
He makes me appreciate body of work. You know what I'm saying? Like just when you could get those skits and stuff like that. But I remember first getting on Kendrick. Somebody asked me if you would like Kendrick Lamar. I went and listened to Overly Dedicated, one of his mixtapes.
He went on there.
Actually didn't like that shit.
For real?
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
I didn't like it. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah.
And then one of my homeboys he retweeted Backseat Freestyle. And I heard that, and I was like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, I can rock with this, but let me go listen to Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
And I listened to the album, and I was like, oh, shit, I ain't heard an album like this in a long time. Like, well, I haven't really heard an album like this where you got skits playing into the songs and just crazy. Then he put out To Pimp a Butterfly, and I just was like, bruh, ain't nobody putting no album out like this.
Yeah.
I think the first Kendrick shit I heard was a summer, just listening to shit. My homeboy put me on. The song was B-Boy. It had Ace Hood, and I think it had Birdman and some other niggas in there.
Yeah.
But it was that song. I was like, okay, yeah, this nigga fire. But it was definitely Good Kid, Mad City. When I heard, I think what was it, like Poetic Justice was the first thing I heard. Then I heard like Swimming Pools. But those ain't even my favorite shit off the album.
Yeah, no,
'cause
no.
he had
I
like
mean, neither.
sing something, it was like Sing to Me or something like that.
Sing
Sing
about me.
Yeah,
Sing about me. Yeah.
On Pimp a Butterfly, mine is was it the Value of a Dollar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
That man.
I think I like the Yo, it was all right. Yeah, that was like a stamp
Yeah.
for Kendrick too.
A lot of people don't like To Pimp a Butterfly though. A lot
know,
of people I
I've
talk
seen
to.
it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that.
Swept under the rug, though.
It does.
I've seen a lot of people say that.
I think when you really break the album down and really,
I think it's my bad.
no, it's all good.
It's like a lot of people with their sophomore album that they're not as good as the first one. And I think it's definitely a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think people still hold Good Kid, Mad City in such high esteem because that was like his breakout album that it got kind of overlooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pimp a Butterfly got overlooked.
And I think that's why I preach, like he said, about the work Kendrick put in for the album. That's why I like Damn. People don't know Damn was meant to be played from the last song to the beginning. You can play it reverse.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
I haven't played it backwards yet. Is it still dope like that? I'm gonna try it.
cause like yo,
We might do that on the ride home.
Yo, this like the thought of like putting in, I'm gonna make this go this way, but you can still play it that way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's a genius. I'll give him that because
He's definitely a genius.
His engineering too, and the way his engineer said that Kendrick comes in, but like, yo, I want this way, this way.
Yeah.
And he says just like, I mean, if you listen to his album, you put your headphones on,
Yeah.
and you sit there,
Yeah.
especially when you're high. And you sit there,
When you high listen to it, it's a whole different album.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you hear like all the sounds, you know, that plays a part, the ad libs and everything, and just his flow. It's ridiculous.
That's what I like about that camp. That's the camp they all sat and said, "Yo, this is what we're gonna do," and they take it serious. That's what I like about Ali. He's considered in the engineer community, the top engineer.
what was it on Damn? What, Pray For Me? Is that?
Let me see.
Ain't nobody praying for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, High, like
Yeah.
that's a whole different song.
Yeah.
Like a totally different song.
And then the fact, the versatility in using the voice.
hmm Actually sounding like different characters and stuff like that. Yeah, that's crazy.
But you know what really shook up for Kendrick when he dropped that control verse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He changed the game on that one.
And when you go back and you read it, right? When you go back and listen to it, the first one, it was like, to me, it wasn't like powerful, right? Said, but it was still like, you can tell.
At that time, because nothing was being said like that. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, at that time, I played that verse out.
Yeah.
But then I go back and listen to it. I was like, yo,
Because
it's still a hard verse.
I still, Big Sean had the better verse. I
Think so?
I think so.
Nah, I think Jay.
I think so.
I think it was Kendrick Jay Electronica then.
I think Big Sean still had. Big
I
Sean
don't
had
even
a
listen
better
to Jay
verse.
Electronica shit.
But I still think Kendrick, the way he said his verse and the way he went about it, it was more like powerful, and it hit the ears more, and everybody was just like, "Yo, wait, what the fuck he just do?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck he just say?" Like it set the world on fire.
It really did.
Like the hip hop world. It did.
Big Sean's verse was hard though.
Yeah, and then he didn't even have like the people on. He had responses from like everybody in the industry. That was crazy.
Nobody that he named responded.
Yeah.
He did say Crit.
He said crib, but crib was all like, why would I jump on?
Oh yeah, I don't want to hear a Crit response really.
Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't no reason to respond because it wasn't a diss.
Yeah, it wasn't a diss. It was
wasn't
competitive
a
hip hop.
Like,
Yeah, but
we need to step this rap game.
yeah,
up.
but I appreciate that from him.
You have old heads coming out the woodworks, Joel Ortiz. I don't want to hear Joel Ortiz respond.
You don't like Slaughterhouse, yo?
No, Slaughterhouse is fire.
Slaughterhouse is fire. I don't want to listen to Slaughterhouse though.
Slaughterhouse is fire. Yeah, I'm saying I want.
I don't want to listen to their music. They can rap. I don't want to listen to that though.
Yeah, I feel you. A single project from any of them outside of Joe Budden's to me is really hard to listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't wanna
But they do a Slaughterhouse album. I could listen to a Slaughterhouse album.
as a complete.
Actually,
if they was all on the same album, I'd listen to it. But like I don't. I'd listen to Joe Budden shit like he said. Joel Ortiz. I don't want to listen to a 5'9" or a Crocodile.
Me neither.
Sorry.
Where's the 5'9"?
He can spit,
Yeah,
but I don't want to
to
see an album.
rap. I don't like the music though.
Not a body of work.
Y'all can diss me. I'll diss back. But
He did put something out too.
I heard it was hard. I heard his last project was hard, and I actually got it saved on my phone. I just haven't listened to it yet.
y'all gotta listen to it.
But I heard it was hard. I heard it was actually not like his typical album. I heard it was actually pretty hard.
So is I think Kendrick probably will be. You think he'll end up top 5, top 10?
Yeah.
By end of his career? I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
I think before the
he
end of his
will,
career.
but-
I think it will. If he could keep this
Definitely will.
pace up because I think what keeps Jay-Z, what like puts Jay-Z as the one of the greatest of all time is that nobody's ever done it for this long and been consistent for this long. Like nobody ever. Like
No, it's real.
You know what I'm saying?
If you look at the numbers, as far as the years or whatever,
Yeah.
and like you said, consistency, there's nobody.
nobody.
Right.
And then
So if Kendrick could keep that consistency, then I think he'll be the greatest of all time.
And then you gotta look at it too. Jay not worrying about what anybody else is doing when he dropping the album. He's focused on Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That's crazy too, because it's just his album.
But he's always
drops, yeah.
relevant in what's going on. He knows what's going on. So that's why I say he's good at capturing the time of what's going on. But he's never like, oh, I gotta make it sound like this. It's Jay-Z.
Yeah. And he just dropped it.
Yeah. Now I did hear something at the beginning of the last conversation. Our conversation that I did want to touch on.
What?
The 3 Stacks.
Oh yeah. It's your favorite rapper is 3 Stacks. What's up? Which
Nah,
one?
I think they'll drop something.
You think 3 Stacks will drop something?
I don't think it'd be 3 Stacks by itself. I think it'd be Outkast.
I would buy the album. I would literally go to the store.
Yeah.
I would.
Use it.
That's my favorite. Outkast, hands down. That's my favorite. Anything Outkast.
Remember we went to the
The organized noise.
Organized Noise? I was hoping 3 Stacks come out. I knew he wasn't.
Yeah.
I just because that's not him or whatever. It's not his scene. But I was hoping this man pop out and just spit just one. Bro, if you can spit like 8 bars and just leave. Bro,
You catch him doing like features every now and then.
Yeah.
I think I heard what's it called? I forgot the name of the group, but he did it. But it was like 2016. Then he was on Travis Scott 2016,
Yeah.
and then
He's on Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean.
Somebody else on Twitter said they have a 3 Stacks feature. I can't remember who it was. Somebody says that. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he
People
got stuff
do,
out there.
But a lot of people just haven't.
Trying to get it cleared to put it out at the right
Yeah,
time, probably.
Y'all gonna kill me.
What?
I never heard a full Outkast project.
Whoa.
I'm not surprised though. In this day and age, I'm not surprised. 10 years ago, I would have been like, yo, what the fuck? But now, I'm not surprised.
It depends on who you are.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because, yeah, I'm really not surprised. It's hard for people not to listen to a full album.
Yeah.
It's hard for people really to listen to a full album now. It's hard for me, like when I'm
Really?
writing. Yeah,
I listen to when I hear an album, I listen to it from front to back. When I first listen to it, I don't skip. I listen to it from front to back because I like.
yeah.
I can't do it. My homeboy like that. He like how the hell do you listen to a full project like that? I don't skip it nothing.
Southern playlists.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning. Southern playlists, Cadillac music.
Aquaman.
What I
Yeah. Aquemini.
Yeah.
I said Aquemini.
Yeah, you
I'm from Memphis.
What I
y'all
do
know.
say about what he's saying is, Outkast is good as fuck, but there's certain songs on the project that's like, I skipped that. I'm not gonna listen to it completely through.
Yeah,
But it's like Outkast got some fire projects. Aquemini, Southern Playalistic,
ATLiens is my favorite.
ATL.
Y'all gonna have to give me some projects when we leave here, actually, so I could just go listen bump some. Cause I never listened to a full project, and so with that, so people be like Outkast. A lot of people say Outkast. I even got people up north that still talk about like 3 Stacks, and I'm just like, I can't never co-sign or not co-sign because I never.
Outkast was everything.
I definitely give that top 5 rappers. 3 Stacks.
For real?
Top 5.
Big Boy be rapping his ass off too, though. Man.
He do.
You do.
But
He do.
I don't know why I feel like everybody's favorite is Andre.
Because he has like
The
you said
mystical
earlier-
shit,
Yeah, the mystical, mysterious.
The mysterious.
Yeah, mysterious type. Yeah, so
He's eclectic. He's definitely
yeah,
eclectic.
so I think that's one reason. I mean, he just different.
But that's why I made it so good though, because they were so different.
Yeah, there was like Big Boy is the trap, and then Andre was the eclectic
Yeah.
kind of
yeah,
That's why they made Aquemini.
little 5 points type of
right.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a little 5 points type of dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
That's why I bumping her. I wasn't bumping Outkast. I was playing Goody Mob earlier.
Goody Mob was
Yeah.
dope too.
Oh, yeah.
I would go with Goody Mob.
So y'all won't. Well, actually, I think I thought we would. I didn't think we would see something from Outkast again.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's just like certain people I would expect. I expect a Outkast album just because of what it meant, and like not because it's not even like they fell off, but it's like they still there and relevant enough to make it.
They definitely could drop an
Yeah.
album.
It's not like it doesn't want to be heard.
Right.
Who else? It's only it's certain artists that you would expect. Like you have to say artists, but definitely off top, a lot of people want to hear an Outkast album because I know everybody thought they was going to when they came back together for the Coachella
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
I can see an Outkast album. I can't see a 3 Stacks album.
Yeah, I can't see a 3 Stacks by itself
An Outkast album, that's possible, but 3 Stacks by himself.
because it's a perfect way to end off a story.
That would be beautiful, man. Let's see, 3 Stacks. Bruh, we waited.
I think they just waiting for the climate of music to change.
Yeah.
If when music gets away from this whack shit, this bullshit, that definitely.
This whack shit.
Yeah, I think it will. It's gonna
You
change.
look directly at me too, cause you know I listen to all of it. Boy, I be taking it in. I fuss a little baby. I'm trying to get on Gunna. My homeboy tell me that Gunna is popping. So
Gunna hard.
you fuck with Gunna? I mean, so tell me some projects. The projects I got right now is
I like some of these young artists though. I like Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Drip or Drown and Drip Season 3. Lil Baby's dope.
Yeah, I like Lil Baby. I like
Lil
Young
Baby's
Boy.
dope.
Yeah.
I just
season 2 and 3 is the best ones.
Can y'all get some original names?
Yo, these are like hood names. Like these are names you hear in the hood growing up.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting on a Pookie. We ain't got no Pookie. I'm waiting on a Pookie.
Yeah. True, but like, dang, like everybody, like most of it, like I can't even differentiate between,
Yeah.
like who's Young Thug and who's Lil Baby and who, like,
Yeah.
they all the same to me.
Yeah,
I feel you.
nobody's really using their name no more like that.
No.
Like even Kendrick, it's Kendrick Lamar, his name, but nobody's really using their name. And I think that's a part of what works for certain artists. Like Drake's is using it's part of his name. It's not like a stage name, so you connect to the artist more.
Yeah. I think we will go back to that, to people using their original names. But I mean, it's the hood though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you know how people in the hood is. They be like,
They go by nickname.
yeah,
That's what they call me back
Webby
then.
Boosie.
Yeah.
Lil Baby.
I don't know, yeah, Lil Baby, Young Boy,
I like
Ghana. Who else, man? Is just
But I
but they using these hood names,
Mhm.
but are they like the hood? I mean, the hood is still the hood,
yeah.
but are these people claiming these names the same at like, you know, the '90s? They were the,
Well,
those type of
so in ATL, right? I think in Atlanta they are
okay.
because of the environment they're
Yeah.
in. So like, it's known that Baby was out there. Lil
Yeah.
Baby was out there. I'm not saying he was out there shooting, you know what I'm saying, doing any of that, but he's known in his environment. Thug is known in his environment. Gunna is known in his environment. Out here in ATL, I don't
They
know
all
about-
hang together though.
Yeah, they all hang together too. They all came up together, kind of. So, but I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that
I think you gotta use a key card though.
we about to end anyway. But I don't know about everywhere else, but I know here in ATL, like, it's known, like, these people are. But that is a good topic though. Like, why for later on? Why are these, like? I mean, people just want to be from the hood.
And see, when I say whack artists, I don't necessarily mean like, you know, but I understand
Yeah.
a lot of people sound the same. That's what I mean about whack.
Facts.
No, that's true. That's true. Everybody, because
Okay, and then I'm gonna say whack. Say niggas bars and songs is trash too. So I'm gonna say that whack.
It is. I agree.
but no, that is a good subject though. As far as like, is everybody like really from the hood, or is just
See, in that case, we can say
perpetrator.
that. That's why I was like, we could talk about that because I was gonna say 6ix9ine. Like I think in 6ix9ine situation, it was like, this is the nigga, the face of who can make this shit work for us. So we gonna use this nigga to make this shit work for us. I think it's some niggas like that. I don't think most of these niggas out doing this shit themselves. I think it's a collective saying, hey, you the star of the group. We
Yeah.
gonna put you in the front. And some of them probably, hey, you can tell our stories.
I heard that plan before too.
Yeah.
I've been in like conversations where there's been a plan like, all right, cool, we know we the shooters, or we know we the dope boys, but you the star.
Yeah.
We gonna push you forward. So I mean, I've seen that before, and I've seen it happen in like certain instances. But
I was gonna say something, but it was gonna
What you
get touchy.
finna say?
Nothing is gonna get touchy.
Man,
It's gonna be
All
about
right.
Aubrey.
we appreciate y'all for watching this. I appreciate y'all brothers for coming through. Can't wait till y'all come again. It's a Proxy podcast, man.